What's up, book nerds? My name is Tara and I'm coming at you from New York City today, trying my hand at a little bit of travel vlogging. I am actually in a youth hostel. I have just woken up. It's my first day here and I am on the top bunk, so you could see this is my view of the city. Normally I would not vlog at this point in the day. My hair is a little bit of a mess, but because I'm staying in a youth hostel, there's not really a lot of opportunities for privacy. So this is the one opportunity. I woke up, all my roommates are gone. I figured this is a good chance to slip in a little bit of vlogging so I don't look like a crazy person. So I just got here last night and I came from a conference up in Fordham University up in the Bronx, and I just want to talk a little bit about that. It was a really great opportunity, made a lot of great networking contacts. Professional conferences, especially small ones, I've learned are a really, really good way to just breathe some motivation into my work. So I was very glad that I got the opportunity to do that. Had a nice little dorm room up there, ate a lot of good food, hung out with a lot of friends and colleagues, gave an incredible presentation. I don't talk a lot about the work that I have done specifically. I write a lot about YA books, and my friends and I presented on social justice topics told or explained through adolescent literature. So examples of projects that high school English teachers could use in their high school classrooms to talk about both of those things. So we did race through the Hunger Games and social class through Eleanor Park. And then my part of the presentation was The Summer Prince by Elia Dawn Johnson, used to talk about sexual orientation and gender. And I actually had been really nervous about this presentation going into it because it wasn't really working in the PowerPoint, and even more nervous when we walked in the room and instead of like 3 people, there were like 50 people in this room to watch our presentation, and a lot of them were really big name people some of whose research we had cited in the presentation. So that was frightening, to say the least. I was very, very nervous. But it was one of the best presentations I think I've ever given. I wouldn't say that while I was giving it. I was still very nervous while I was giving it, but we got so much positive feedback when it was all done. Like I had people coming up to me throughout the entire conference saying just how great the presentation was, asking for my card, asking to Skype into their classes and talk about it with their pre-service teachers. So I've never had that kind of positive feedback from a conference presentation before, and I think it was because, as many of these people said, that the topic of sexuality is just such a hot topic, and gender right now in YA literature and in high school classrooms, that it's such a... The ultimate thesis of it all was that we are okay with sexuality in adult novels. Like when you read a lot of classic literature in a high school classroom, it makes us, a little bit uncomfortable, but we work through it. But both parents and teachers and even students, when we use YA literature that has similar sexual scenes, not graphic or erotic in any way, think about like some of John Green's scenes. Very brief, but very specific about what exactly is happening. It makes everybody really uncomfortable to teach those in a high school classroom. And why that is, so I did a lot of research about like the construction of adolescent social construction. Basically, that this is not an inherent thing, like that we need to be worried about this, but that we've made this problem, and that we need to kind of check that a little bit. So that was a really interesting thing for me to have to work through in presenting that, but also got a lot of really great feedback on it from people while I was giving the presentation, and then watched a lot of other really great and inspiring presentations as well. Got to hang out with a lot of people, had a great like little social night, and a lot of great meals out. So it was a really good conference, and now I am getting to enjoy a little bit of vacation time since I'm already here. Definitely doing it on the cheap because I'm a grad student and I don't have a lot of money, thus me being on the top bunk in a 4-bedroom or a 4-bed room in a youth hostel so that I can go out and explore New York City. And the city is right out there. Actually, right behind me is the Manhattan skyline, and I'm just so ready to go and play in the city and do whatever I want because I'm by myself. So if I want to stay up late or sleep in or be busy or just sit and watch people, I can do whatever I want to do. So I will take some videos of that and maybe do more like one of those travel vlogs with just the music and the scenery for that. And yeah, that's what I'm doing in New York. And I just wanted to say hi to everyone because I have been a little MIA. It's very hard sometimes to ensure that I get Wi-Fi, and especially I turn YouTube off when I'm not on Wi-Fi, so I'm not always able to get in there and access things and respond to things. But I will when I can, when I get my bursts of internet access. So, but I will be back in full force when I get home at the end of July. And just for now, you know, here's my travel updates, see what I'm doing, try to share some of this fun experience with y'all along the way. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.